Do do do. Is it working? Work it. Work it. Ah, I really need to stop having my little snacky right when I start the damn stream. Anyway, good morning, everyone. This is Soul. This is the morning show, and I have an apron. So I have an apron, and I have a dilemma. I can't find good pants for this transmog. I can't find good shoes either, but I can't find good pants either. I want like straight black pants, damn it. I can't find it. This holds up everything. I must find decent pants. Otherwise, how do I play this game? This is serious, man. This is a true dilemma. I mean, look, dude, like the clipping like is all fucked up. I mean, it's the apron's fault, right? This is obviously a low effort. This is a low effort texture in part of Blizzard. You know, that might... Okay, so I think I'm just gonna have to go with, like, totally untextured pants. You know, it doesn't have any, like, no 3D effects on it. But nothing works, right? And I don't like the fact that I have to wear a belt, because, like, if I make the belt invisible, I guess Blizzard was like, oh, we didn't really think about that. Like, it'll... Like, it's, like, transparent over at the waist area. So I'm like... How am I supposed to make this shit work, dude? And I don't want to like cut off the, you know, that tabard part of it because it's an apron. You know, that's kind of what you do. So I can't have something like huge that's obstructing it. But the problem is like nothing works otherwise. This is my utility belt. This is how I cook. No, I mean maybe something like this. Maybe something ridiculous like the championship belt. Or something will work. You know, something like that can work too. Something that's kind of uneven and has that sort of look to it. But then, like, most of this shit just doesn't work right. Yes, I'm the champion cook. Don't fuck with this. I mean, something, or you know, something muted like that might work. Oh, okay, so I guess I'll go with the muted look, but I need like black pants. How hard is it to find black pants? Or I guess brown pants. But all this stuff sucks. Gray pants? I don't know about gray. Well, I know I got like little slipper things. That's like, this just don't look right though. He has a belt on. You don't have a belt over your apron. Who the fuck does that? Soladin does it. Apparently. Alright, I gotta get on with this so I can like do stuff. But I feel crippled. It's like, how can I do anything when I have this hanging over my head? No. No. Fuck it. So, this is my mog now. This is me. Fucking Protection Paladin. Cook. Hell yeah. Anyway, let's get on to, like, stuff to actually do. I don't have a whole lot of chores. Some crap. There's actually nothing that I really need on this tune. Like, the only things that I really care to do at the moment on my main is to unlock the last of the last horse. I just need to get rank 52 on my holy weapon, and it's at 51. So this ain't gonna take too long. Maybe I'll do this now. Maybe I'll do this now. Good morning, Anna Banana. Anna Banana. That's a fun name. All right. Yeah, so let's do that. I'll just hop around real quick, do some important artifact power quests. Oh my god, I'm gonna grind for artifact power. Ah, it's okay though. So I'm curious for anyone on the European side, if anyone had had done their two Masar Garrett's for the day or the evening. It should be evening time right now over there. I wonder how they were doing. Anyone who happens to be popping on either now or in a little bit. But in retrospect, at least as a first impression, because my guild and I, we took care of the first 6 bosses last night. We wiped on Maiden a couple times, but we only had like 15 minutes left, so we wiped on Maiden of Vigilance or whatever her name is. We wiped on her a couple times because of stupid shit. I think we were just getting hella tired. I could tell tempers were starting to flare up for like no reason. Well, not really tempers, but people were just kind of getting irritated. They're like, dude, we're tired. But that's just how it is with my guild and progression and all that. Alright, so what am I doing? Click some shit and kill some shit. Alright. Who is this man with the chef's hat? Slay him! Nah, not today, man. You're in for a surprise if you think you're gonna take down this cub. Ooh, even though they're bouncing around like motherfuckers. These eyeballs, man. Oh, did I just hit something here? I think that, yeah, the clickable thing on this quest, it like counts as a target. Well, that's not fair. It's like this quest objective is defending the enemy by absorbing a hit. No one wants that. Alright. What's that over there? Centenac shit. Morning, Caramel. How was Tomb? Did you go? Did you go? Huh? Get anything good? You know, I think these things are like putting me in combat too. Yeah, they got me combat locked. Those stupid little hammer things. Come on, man. Oh, I'm still in combat. Motherfucking bugs. Alright. What else is on my menu for today? Alright, some of that shit. There's an emissary that I'll save for later. I'll just mark all this shit up. Alright, so I'd love to take care of all this stuff really quick, and then maybe switch to some alts, because they are like desperate for order hall resources. I was just on the Legion app just before I logged on. I'm like, alright, let's do some shit. Oh, can't do shit. No order hall resources. Fuck my life. But I don't want to trade in Blood of Sargeras, because to me that's a precious commodity. I'm like, nah, I want to get I need Dreamleaf more than anything. Caramel says, not yet, my raid disbanded. Oh, disbanded. Oh, you know, I don't know if you told me about that a little while back. Your raid disbanded 2 or 3 weeks ago, went back to raiding 1 day a week for now with old buddies. Well, that's cool, man. That's cool. Well, when do you guys plan on going into to Tomb? Are you gonna try to go to this week? Because I mean, like, there are a bunch of pugs that are just, you know, throwing together normal runs and throwing their faces against that. I know, shoot, day one, like, Asmongold had a huge stream where, you know, he had, like, hella people watching, and he was doing a viewer raid. So there's that kind of stuff to get into. What's up, Next Gen Gamer? Sunday. Well, good luck when you get into it, dude. I hope you have a good time. I know that we were like my team was really inconsistent. Like we were, I didn't really look at meters, or anything. I glanced at meters, but I haven't looked at logs or anything like that. I mean, I don't really have anything to compare them to, because it's our first time going in, so I don't really care how anyone's performance was, aside from were you standing in stupid shit? And we were. We hella were. I was fucking up on stuff. That's just how that goes. Where are these things? Ah, there they are. It was fun. I had a good time. I mean, it's always good doing something new. My only big critique about the raid so far, though, is that, like, if you die, man, those runs, the runs back are long as fuck, dude. Like, your ass gets lost easily, so easily. It's pretty irritating. Oh, come on, die, fucker. Out of all that, there's only one thing that counted. Alright, what else? No. There we go. Ah. Damage comparison in progress is bullshit. Yeah, it is. It's more like, hey, are you doing this stuff right? The thing that we're wiping on Maiden is it's a pretty simple thing. You just gotta make sure you move to the right color. It's a color coordination thing. And like I said, everyone was like, people were screwing up. I was screwing up. We were getting some of the timing wrong. So Thursday we'll be going in fresh. My only concern is like, oh man, what kind of shit do we need to fight through to get there? So I might do a little bit of scouting, either today or tomorrow or something like that. I'm gonna try to find out if we need to like go through a long slog of trash and all that just to get to the last bosses. But yeah, it's so far it's kind of disoriented. I mean, I do like the fact that it's not like such a simple path to get from one thing to another. Like the place feels like it's a sprawling labyrinth of shit and stuff to slog through. And there is a lot of and there is quite a bit of trash, but it's not like, I don't know. I guess at the moment I don't think it's like too unbearable. It's very annoying, but I wouldn't consider it too unbearable, like I said. Die, fucker. Feel bad for him. He's taking forever to kill shit. Next gen gamers dealing with wait. Scroll up. I'm used to running long distances, weather shots, and black tunnel back then. Yeah, it's. But remember that was 10 years ago. Times have changed. And there are like teleports that'll not teleports, but like when you zone in, it'll kind of put you in a checkpoint. It'll shoot you ahead a little bit, but it still kind of throws you off. Like I think last night we had to like jump in a hole at some point. I'm like, how the fuck was I supposed to know that? And people were like hella lost. I was hella lost, and eventually figured it out. Next gen gamers dealing with the same thing. I'm dealing with the same about camera. Raid team is falling apart six times last patch. Holy shit! I'm trying to recover right now and find a raid team. That is. I'm well, it's my fucking show. I'm plugging myself here, but there's a video that I really want to try and put out today. It's so hard for me to do though because it involves a lot of Photoshop and I'm not skilled with Photoshop. I'm trying to make a so I'll let you folks know now. I'm making a concept, like a mock guild finder. So I'm revamping the guild finder, and I talked about this in previous videos. Where I talked about like what I want to do, what I think a new guild finder should be like, and I say guild finder, but it's more like just a way to get people connected so they can join like more permanent raid teams, things like that, kind of situations that you guys are talking about. But the thing is, it's not just you trying to join a guild. It's the ability for guilds to reach out and look for potential players. So like let's say you guys that are looking to fill up your team. What you guys will be able to do is you can run a search on your own. It's like, hey, I want to search for like this kind of person, this kind of item, with this minimum item level and all that stuff. And you guys will be able to look through a list of people who listed themselves. By the way, it's not like you're gonna see like this giant database of a whole shitload of names. These are people that are opting into the system where they make themselves searchable. So you can find these people, you can get in, and then from there you can get in contact with them. Most importantly through the Blizzard application, the Blizzard app. and then from there you can see, you can send and receive guild invites, or you can at least, like, it'll just automatically set up a chat room between you and like guild officers and stuff like that, and I think it's good. I think it'd be cool if something like this was in there. So I really want to make a solid concept, some solid visuals, so that people can kind of see what, see my vision of what a guild finder could be like. Because I think that's one of the biggest problems with World of Warcraft right now, is that it's hard for people to get connected on a more permanent basis. I mean, it's easy for folks to like, hey, let's use the group finder, let's queue up for shit, and and get people together for this dungeon run, for this raid, But then at the end of the raid, most of the time people just kind of break apart. And while it's possible to be like, oh, let me add you to battle tag and all that stuff, there's that organic thing to it. But I think Blizzard is relying way too much on that. I think empowering players with some better tools on top of that will help out. Will help that out greatly, because I think it's just too hard for people to find each other at the moment. People are split across hundreds of realms, whether they're coalesced or not, or merged, or whatever you want to call it. I think it's too hard, and I think there's a culture right now where people are like, well, fuck guilds, I'm just gonna join a pug for today's run, and then I'll try again later. But I think that there's a big element of players that aren't interested in that. They want to do more. They want to they want to become part of a more permanent team. They want to build their small community, their little family, and stuff like that. And I think that the tools that Blizzard's put in to help facilitate these temporary partnerships, that's damaged things. So that's what I'm working on today, and I really wanted to like come out right. So morning tribe, listen to you while you do yard work. Oh man, I remember back in the day when I did yard work. Whew. Good thing I'm a lazy sack of shit now. So let me get caught up on chats. Next Gen Gamer says, my raid fused, but I just like the guild they fused with, so I decided to split ways. That sucks, dude. I'm going to assume that you said that, Caramel. I'm going to assume that you said and did everything that you could to make things work, and it didn't work out. So I'll just skip all that and go to the compassionate part and be like, that sucks. I hope that your next team does well. What server are you server? I'm over on hi Max. I'm over on US Bleeding Hollow. Horde side, of course, because that's the law. Go Horde or go home. Where am I going? Going this way, this way, this way, this way. Cleanse the nightmare. Now I'll go. Yeah, that's on the way. That's on the way. Okay. My guild's raid team fell apart at least once per expansion. Since we're only a horror content guild, people are left wanting to with the content, but we seem to always rebuild. I'm pretty much in the same boat as you, tribe. Like that's how it's been for the past 9 years, almost 10 years. Wow, Pal's gonna be 10 years old in November. Hold up. G info. Prisoners of Warcraft created 11/19/2007. So yeah. This year, shortly after BlizzCon, we're gonna celebrate 10 years of Prisoners of Warcraft. Holy shit, man! I didn't run it for 10 years. I ran it for, by then I'll have run it for 9 years. But I've been here since pretty much the first day of the guild. I was one of the founding members, and damn, memories, man. I mean, just like you, tribe. My oh shit, my team has my team's like falling apart. It's had its share of drama and all that stuff, but there are components that there are certain elements that are still around. But more importantly, like aside from like members that have been here for a really long time, it's just like the principles of my guild like still stand. We're casual. We do like normal or heroic mode stuff. We love our alts. We like fucking around. We don't take ourselves too seriously, but for the precious time that we do all have together as a family and as a raid team, we want to try, we try to perform as best as we can, but we're still trying to hold on to, our ideals of just lightening the fuck up and trying not to stress over it too much. We still acknowledge it as a game, even though I acknowledge it as like not a career, but almost. But whatever. It's a little bit easier to find people wanting to do heroic because you're not bound to having 20 people. Yeah, I agree. Like all the logistics are a big pain in the ass. But on the other hand, why do I join in a only heroic guild when I want to do mythic? You don't. And that's sometimes the unfortunate thing with my guild and similar guilds to mine, where we're used as we're a stepping stone. That's it is what it is for when it comes to that. Am I lagging out, dude? Nope, I'm hitting shit. Yeah, so we're a stepping stone for some people, but I try to mitigate that by telling people, hey, this is what we do. You're free to hang out and all that, but for the most part, people acknowledge like, hey, you know what? That's not something I want to do. I don't want to just do heroic stuff. I'm not going to join this garbage ass guild, and so I welcome that. Good. I don't want your ass anyway. but like I say a lot, as long as everyone is as long as everyone's clear, as long as everyone is everyone knows, as long as everyone's on the same page, and we manage the expectations, then we don't have a problem, because then you won't join the guild, because I won't want you to anyway. Of course, some people, their tastes change, they aspire for more, and that's fine. Especially if server isn't connected to the server. Oh wait, let me scroll. Active ranking fell apart. I'll rebuild, especially since the servers, but that's not really better. I want to go to Rook with the Alliance version, best for PvP, Horde's best for PvE. Max, I roll Horde because I think Horde's better. Like, not even they have better racials or they have or whatever. I just think that on a fundamental level, on a damn near racist level, the Horde is better. They are the superior race. Anyone who says otherwise is more than free to express themselves, but I just feel bad because they're wrong. Sorry. Oh. That was... So real quick, I make cold brew coffee. This what I just drank. That was the bottom of the cold brew coffee. That shit is intense. It's like mud. It's almost literally mud that I'm drinking. But it's so good. Can't you see it on my face? Anyway, I'm old as shit now. 9 years running together. Shut the fuck up. Aren't you? Well, I don't talk about how old I am, but shut up. Trav says our goal is 9 years old too, but if you count the time before I had to disband a guild, but 8-year-old after the disband. No, man, a guild is more than just, slash guild info, man. Just like the guild is more than only the members that it is. Like I said, POW is what's lasted about POW aside from me are like the principles behind it, and I guess a lot of that's thanks to me because I'm still here. I'm pretty sure that yeah, it's arrogant of me to say. So, but I'll say it anyway. Without me, POW would just disband. Because I'm pretty confident that I hold together a lot of the principles that not keeps the guild together, but brings these people under this sort of mindset. I have a certain mindset, and I express that a lot with how I run the team, how I go about things. I share a lot of that. So if I wasn't around, there's not really a lot that holds that together, unless people want to just run and maintain the guild on their own. But that's another thing. That's why we don't have officers either, because people don't really want to do that. They just want to log in and have their jollies and have a good time. So and I'm more than happy to do that. To me, there's no burden with having no officers, because we're only a heroic guild. We don't need that sort of logistic. I could certainly use some of the help though, with regards to not the administration, but like maybe like recruitment. I never mind having more people just for the sake of having people on. Like right now, it's just a couple of core members. I'm sure that are on. Like I'm sure Cat is on, and well, I'm not gonna check because then I'll disappoint myself. I'll be like, oh yeah, Cat is always on, and then I don't see him on, and be like, oh, nobody's on but me. Sad song. I think I'm done here, right? I'm done here. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Feed me more APs elsewhere. Oh wait, there's Blackrock shit. Oh well, I'm gonna whistle anyway. Cause that's a good. Oh, it's like all hidden here and shit. That's only 7 million though, man. That ain't nothing. That's almost nothing. But I'm gonna go anyway. Dedication. Oh. Anyway. I aspire to be an okay healer on any class. Or you could just stay as a pally. Whatever. Details though, man, details. I mean, I'm slowly trying to level up all the tanks so I can understand them more. I'm not trying to level and play with all the tanks so I could be a good tank at everything. I'm doing it so I can be a better pally tank, so I can understand, like, just so I can understand shit a little bit better. Hail to the king. Oh, that's Nightbot talking. God dang it. The Action Gamer says, yeah, see, I received an offer, lead the PvE side of Buddy's Guild, but I just don't know if I want to do that. It's hard, dude. It's hard because, even for a casual guild like mine, it's hard because it's you. It's all on you. You know, you stick your neck out, and all of a sudden you feel like a little responsible for the performance of your team. And part of it's like, okay, should I be doing more to, help provide raid materials for people who don't have the time to get it for themselves, or should I bitch people and tell them, hey, you need to make the time to make contributions and stuff like that. And I'm fortunate because I'm rich. I'm fortunate because I'm not really wanting for gold. I don't have anything to spend gold on. Except if I want to pad my BattleNet balance, but I don't. But on that front, I don't even use. I'm not a big spender when it comes to like I don't buy loot boxes from Overwatch or Hearthstone or anything. My costs are very low. My costs are limited to WoW related stuff, and there aren't any true microtransactions in the World of Warcraft. There's additional. Professionally, I separate what a the types of microtransactions in WoW, but there isn't anything that I continuously buy from. Hi Mondo, fuck out of here, man. Here, I'll tag shit and you kill shit for me. How about that? Oh, did you finish? Ah, screw you. Small world, man. Small world of Warcraft. But yeah. There isn't a whole lot. There isn't a whole lot of effort that I have to put in to like maintain my own resources. So I might as well just share it with everyone else. That's kind of what you do, right? In a guild, I guess. A guild is family and history. It is, man. It is like PAL, for all of its faults and flaws and goofiness, it's my pride and joy in WoW. It's worth more than my chef outfit. It's worth more than it's worth more than any of my personal achievements. But I take pride in the guild achievements that I have. Mondo, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this for speed. I'm not trying to rush. Not during the show. I don't rush nothing during the show. Let's see. Where am I going next? Oh, did I not finish this? I'm only at 74%. Damn. Okay, I guess I will try the catapult shits. Boom, motherfucker. Oh, why is the targeting thing all jacked, dude? God dang it. screw it. I'll go up to their faces and I'll kill them. Sheesh. Come on, go faster before someone else hits it. Yeah, the targeting thing on this is like so jacked right now. Come on. I missed. Screw you, man. You know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna kill shit. Why did I ever listen to you, Mondo? See, I'm done. So easy. Alright. You know, I'll just whistle. Anyway. Make me want to join your guild. Oh, wait. Let me scroll up. I'm missing shit. Yeah, I received an guild's family history. What do you think about earning 1500 honor in ranked PvP instead of 10 and 3 wins? I'm also just 300 honor away from prestige on my warrior. I don't have great answers with regards to the PvP side of things, Madsen. Yeah, I can't answer that very well. I think I should, though. I think I should expand my perspective a little bit more and like hop back into PvP, healing and stuff, and see what that's like. I never use the ones by the stairs, are always jack. I just kill shit, dude. Come on, I'm a tank. I'm gonna do tank things. I'm gonna grab a bunch of stuff and then kill it. Things were just kind of spread apart over there. I could have just line of sighted like a whole bunch of stuff, and you know, that would have done it. Make me want to join your guild now. J963, good morning, by the way, and good morning to everyone else. We're an open door, so just holler, and you're in. As for raid stuff, you know, we'll have a conversation about it. But you know, anyone who wants to join and just hang out is more than free to do so. So let's see who is on. Mondo, Nelia's friend, but Cat is not on. I guess Cat had died. Catalyst is like always on. Madsen asks Tribe, what region server you on? Go rep, by the way. What? You crazy, man. What's up, Superman? Oh, watch out for the cap, Superman. I don't want Nightbot to like shut you up, because I think I've seen it like squelch you a couple times. Motherfucking Mondo, shut the hell up, dude. Shut the hell up. You know, if you spent 500 grand on herbs, that's your goddamn fault, because all I see are the herbs. So screw you, man. Alright, let's do some of this shit really quick. But yeah, the tomb raid, that was fun. Like I said, I still need to look at the logs and see like how the performance of how people were doing, because like one of our older, not older, but one of our other raiders, Dewey, like he's like off and on, and he happened to join. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, I don't care. I'm curious like how he did on numbers, on how he did on the charts, because I didn't, like I said, I didn't get a chance to look at the logs, and I'm not quite sure how well he performed, but I would like to see well, I guess on the first, especially on the first week, it's not a big deal. We're all working on what the fuck are we doing more than anything. I'm sure some people are still like not even used to their class after 7.25 patch. Yeah, I'm sure there are like some small changes that people are still trying to get accustomed to. I got a new legendary, you know, that kind of situation, and they're trying shit out. So, I mean, it's a heroic guild, so I'm just really lenient about. I'm really lenient about most things: attendance, performance to a certain level. The only thing that I don't tolerate is like is when the attitude gets to be a bit much. Then I come down pretty hard on that. I'm not here to run to run a team that has where I have to like maintain people's tempers or you know, keep people calm and placated and stuff. Like if you can't if you're here to like talk shit behind people's backs, I don't really want you around. I'll happily I'll happily discuss talking shit in front of my face, but I don't need no thing where they're like little cliques having little whisper conversations on the side and stuff. I just want to resolve things right away and let people, let people know that I want to make sure they're taken care of. In about 30 minutes, so I want to head up an invasion together. Yeah, okay. Because I need, do I need nether shards? I don't think I need nether shards, but yeah, I'll do it with you, dude. It'll be quick. My wife will get mad. She'll get mad. Had to break from WoW since it got too grindy for me. See, and that's the beauty of a guild. Like, I see WoW. Like, if I could separate WoW into two types of games, it would be the pug game, and then there's the guild game. And in the pug game, you've got to maintain yourself according to what pugs in total want. They want a ridiculous item level. They want you to grind the shit out of everything. I say often with regards to like pugging is that possibility equals expectation. And so because of that, people will be like, well, you must have concordance, otherwise I don't want you on my team and stuff like that. And that's fair from a pug leader standpoint, because as a pug leader, it's your responsibility to make sure that this team is maintained, because people are kind of snowflakes about it. They're kind of punk ass bitches where one wipe equals fuck this, I'm leaving. It's not even I expect to get carried. I just, people that join pugs, they typically expect to have a smooth run, because this run is curated. It's not a guild run where I might be forced to drag underperforming people, but I want to bring fam, so I'm going to do that. But but with pugs, you're subject to that. With a guild, you're not. You're subject to that too. But with a guild, like you ask, it's like, okay, what are the requirements of this guild? And I've been talking about how my requirements are light. All I want you to do is this, and blah blah blah. So as long as we have those expectations managed, then we're okay. And then from there, it's a matter of, hey, do you like us enough that you want to stick around, knowing that this is the culture of our guild? Yes or no, and go for that. Need shards for my addiction, man. Yes, Mondo, I'm addicted to the losing. Absolutely. Ugh. Anyway, Rhett does more deeps. It's what you do for PvP and World Quest, though I'm worse at PvP on my pally. I strongly disagree with you, Madsen. Because I am not good at Rhett. Take that. you can't dispute that. And I just love being able to not die. To me, I take a lot of value in just not dying and not giving a shit. So, what am I doing? Warbringer, where you at, girl? Where you at, Brofist? I know they're like around here. I don't even see a corpse though. Well, I'll wait. Superman says, "Oh, Pasta, what's up, dude? What's up, Pasta? How far did you guys get in Tomb? Because you might have seen we stopped at Maiden after a couple wipes, and it was time. We were over on time by about like 10 minutes actually. I wanted to try and get a couple more licks in, but we were still fucking up, and I think people were just tired. So I like to join the raid team. That night hold last week was really fun. Yeah, we're on like a lot of shitty, some people were on shitty alts and all that stuff. We barely pulled through. But hey, I'm glad that you and everyone else who joined in for the viewer raid last week. I'm glad that people had a good time for the ones who like stayed to the end. I think one or two, I think at least one person actually got ahead of the curve from that, or at least they said they got ahead of the curve. I didn't see the achievement toast from them, but no, I'm glad people had a good time. It's probably going to be a little while until before I do that again, because my raid nights are few and precious, and I don't know. Maybe at some point I'll do something where I get people. I do it on like a different day, on a not guild night, where I'll just take people from stream and I'll pug the rest, and we'll just like fuck around somewhere, anywhere. Whether it's current raid, probably not current raid because I don't want to wipe. Whether it's current raid or older content to just farm stuff, we'll just all get together and have a good time. That's fun. That's not a bad idea. That sounds like it'd be like a quick and easy venture to get people involved and just hang out and stuff. So much ago, it's fun. A lot of old mechanics with new life. Yeah, yeah. But to thank you for getting me. So you okay? So Matson, you got ahead of the curve. Cool. I'm glad that you stuck things out. I'm glad that you stuck it out Thursday because I know that you know we had like I think 20 or so people and then it started dipping down. What round are we in? We're at US Bleeding Hollow. I seem more chill than every other guild I've been and much better than pugging. That's people will disagree with me and that's fine, but I definitely value doing guild runs more than pugs. You know, just keep it chill. Just keep it chill and I guess for me, like some people don't like it, but I'm like, dude, just lower your expectations. Don't expect a smooth run because you're gonna just leave yourself open for disappointment. Just expect to hang out, socialize, and you might just have a decent time. That's all I ask. And if you have a decent time, if you're feeling happy, oh shit, I did it again. If you're feeling happy and you're feeling good, then everything else is gonna fall in place. Because a wipe's gonna happen. It's like, oh shit, that fucking sucks. All right, let's rally together. Let's rally together. Keep our shit together, and we'll eventually kill this thing. Let's learn some stuff. You let tempers flare up, and then people stop having such a good time. From there, people are getting nervous. They're not feeling as good as they could, and when they finally get it down, it's more like a sigh of relief. Then it's like, yeah, we fucking did it, guys. But that's me. That's me preaching for like attitudes and stuff. I know I can't push that, but that's what I stand for. Let me move this. Where's my water? Where's my bottle? Where's my baby bottle? Oh, it's hot. It's getting warmer. I'm feeling it. All right, so what am I doing here again? Naga na Heaven. They're so clever. They're so clever. Mondo says, biggest thing that I've learned since I've been in Powers that was Soul told me it's not a problem, it's a problem, which is why people are able to play their tunes. Yeah, just don't make last minute changes. That's that's something. But I'll say it publicly. Yeah, I do acknowledge that you are trying really hard to gear your dude up, I guess. So just don't disappoint me, man. Don't make it, don't make it feel like you're holding us back. Otherwise we're gonna have a conversation about it. That's all. I mean, I guess I'll also say publicly, like the input that I'm seeing is that holy pallies are just good. They're strong. They're strong in what they do, and to swap out a holy pally to swap out a more geared holy pally for a lesser geared holy priest during progression. Now's the time to do it. It's better now than later, because even though it's the first day and yeah, it's a little irritating, but you might as well do it now than later. But I do think about all the utility that I know a paladin does bring to the table, and so it makes me wonder, okay, well, what just how much are we going to lose or gain by you bringing a holy priest? The biggest thing that it would bring to the table is that you're happy, because a person who's on my team that doesn't want to be on that tune or whatever, that's a detriment to performance, and of course I'm not going to want that. I want folks to do what they want to do more than anything, but I also want people to be conscious that if it's a problem, and it might be their fault, then you're gonna know it's your fault, right? So, like I said, manage expectations. Make sure that we're clear on everything, and otherwise, we do our best to accommodate and all that stuff. Rep him on Tychondrius. Oh well. Whatever. We stopped at maiden for the same reasons too. Yeah, we got tired, man. We were getting so tired. AJ, who's usually like all relaxed and stuff, he was starting to get irritated. Come on, man. We were getting to the stupidest arguments about like how to manage the how to manage like placement and colors and stuff. So I'm not even going to talk about that right now. But on Thursday, I hope that once we do like park ourselves in front of Maiden, we'll be like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're not gonna be dumbasses about it. Let's be consistent. So I'm counting on us walking into the raid on Thursday. We have one game plan and one strategy, and we just try that, and then we'll get it. I think the timing, some of the timers on Maiden, kind of threw me off a little bit too, and of course, I go into a fight blind. I don't look at anything, no videos, not even the dungeon journal. I just kind of go in and I learn on top of my many corpses, because that's how I learn. So I think like with Maiden, I'm gonna talk fight mechanics now. Sorry, if you find it boring, sawed off. So off memory, and I'm trying to think of this visually now. You start the fight, or I start the fight. Everyone balls up in the middle. Waits for an assigned waits for an assigned side to go to. You go to a side, and then I'd say like within like the next 10 or 15 or so seconds, that's when Maiden's going to do the holy cleave thing. So it's at that point after the swap happens. This is all tank perspective, by the way. After the swap happens, the holy tank, whoever that is, they should just taunt right away. And do their thing, because I think before that's when the first round of bombs goes off, and it could be the other tank that gets it. So the primary tank should get that first. Once that first tank, assuming that they explode, or once the cleave happens, then there should probably be a tank swap right away there too. And I think the other thing that screwed with people that were gonna go in learning is that when you walk into the hole, you don't want to sidestep your way in there, or you don't want to back into it. You want to, as far as we know, we want to face the hole and like walk right in. So that way, when you get shot out, you get shot out in such a way that you're not clear across the room. Because that's what happened to me so many times. I like sidestepped in, or I straight in, and then I would be clear on the other side, and I wouldn't even be in range to taunt before the boss did that cleave shit, and then everyone got all jacked up, and that's not cool at all. So. And then from there, just kind of repeat and do the whole thing with the balls, and don't hit the wrong ball, because otherwise you'll immediately get a bomb and you got to jump at the hole, and then that causes problems. That's enough ranting for me. Anyway, what's up, Sean? Let's see. We had messages reset on us because someone DC'd right outside the arena got hacked. That's some shit, dude. That's some shit. I went the pros and cons of both classes at the moment. Paladin's good and Priest is also good. If Tag was going to be coming on as Paladin, then a Priest won't hurt. No, Tag ain't gonna be showing up every raid night. You know that. You haven't been here that long, but you should know that. And I won't be bringing ungeared tuning progression at all to gear as much as I can. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. There comes a point, Mondo, though, when you kind of get to that slow ceiling, you get to that glass door, and I'm compelled to bring that tune in to funnel some gear. So the time's gonna come, and we'll get into a discussion, and the healers as well. They'll get into a discussion as to like when that's gonna be. When that time comes, then cool. We'll bring you in. The only thing, the concern that I have, or what goes on in my head with regards to that, is I just want to make sure that in the meantime we're not wasting gear, that we're not funneling gear, that we're not gearing your paladin, or that we're not wasting time gearing another tune when we could be gearing the tune that you want to bring. So we'll talk about that like Thursday. You know, because for all I know, you might get like some wonderful gear on before Thursday. I think main switches. That's where I fell got hit. I fell got hit by a lot. Yeah, that's uh, yeah. I know that on the tank side of things, like it's when the switch happens. As far as I know, you should do it like right after the cleave. That's how I see it. Did I beat the Chrome scenario? Yeah. Oh, you know, I guess I didn't tweet you on that, but yes, I did beat the. I did finally beat that damn Chrome scenario. Um, it was, of course, it was all luck. You know, I just happened to get like all the good shit to happen at once. So where's my thing? So where's my Time Lord shit? It's somewhere around here. Time something. Oh, does it not show up as a complete? Oh, there it is. Time Warden's plate. Yay! Whatever. But no, I'm wearing awesome mug right now, dude. Check it. Check it, Sean. This is my chef outfit. I finally got I finally got the Nomi apron today. Right before the stream started, I was like, "Oh fuck yeah!" so I'm gonna be rocking this for a little bit. And for those of you that think it's hideous, well, fuck you. That's I do what I want. This is my character. I can I can look however the fuck I want. Before I get back to the chat, let me do this shit. I'm trying to get rank 52 on my holy weapon, and then I can get the last horse, and then I can just start pumping shit into my main spec once again. So I think I just need to get to like 500 or so, 520. Come on, baby. I'm not gonna get to 520. Not with these, I don't think. Unless I get lucky. Nah, I'm only at 400. Shit. I'm getting there though. It's only a matter of time. Couple of Mythic Plus dungeons and good to go. I can finally say goodbye to this shit. Anyway. Soul, do I have a job? Nope, don't have a job. 0 10. Where did I get those? I ain't that far behind, dude. I'm caught up now, Natson. Shit. Where I get those? Okay, so the most important components are the apron and the chef's hat, and that's the chef hat is an achievement for. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what the achievement is. Is it just chef? Iron chef cooking with style, sous chef. I don't remember which one of this thing is. Something reward chef's hat. Somewhere around here. Man. Well, if someone happens to know where you get the chef's hat, or where you buy it, I think you buy it. Yeah, I forget. Sorry, but yeah, the chef hat is a cooking thing. You have to hit certain accolades. The apron was a big pain in the ass. I had to go and complete all the Nomi cooking stuff over in the Mists of Pandaria expansion. Excuse me. And then you get Nomi as a little follower person. So I still have the item on me. I need to dump it. Where's that thing? So I get eventually when you max out your cooking, you get this cooking school bell. You get this little punk ass. You get this little punk ass here to follow you around, and then he gives you a daily, where you just give him ingredients for the most part. That's all you do. You just give him a bunch of ingredients every day, and then eventually, once you get to like the max level, he gives you an apron. Oh my god, you get a motherfucking apron. So I decided to like mug all this shit, and well, now I'm the successful person I am today. All right. How do I make a living? I don't have an answer for you, Pez. I don't have an answer. Let me take a look. Yep. That $1 goal. I don't think I'm going to meet that $1 goal, unfortunately. Oh well. Let's see. How the Silver Hand seems to have the High Lord of the Silver Hand seems to have had a career change. Yes! I found my calling. I'm a collector of food shits. Alright, so I think I wanted to... No, I didn't want to. Nah, fuck the other alts. I'm gonna have other stuff to do. I really need to work on that video today. So, I mean, once today's show is over, you know, as always, I have some errands to run, and then I want to get back into video production, and I really want this video to like be solid. So we'll see. Let's see, Mondo's supposed to come back after he puts the kid down, and I guess he wants to do an invasion. I'll help him out with that really quick. That won't be so that won't be so bad. Perps 24/7. Would you really be farming for like epics to disenchant though? I thought it's like more of the blue, you know, rare stuff. That's more of a bitch. Because I mean, it's easy to get epics, which is kind of a gripe of mine. It's like there's so many different kinds of epic items, but there are fewer uncommon. You know, there are fewer greens and there are fewer blues out there. It's kind of unsettling, isn't it? It's not illegal in all states, man. Oh, you're talking about chaos crystals. Oh, well. I don't know jack about enchanting, man. All I do is make glyphs, roll a mouse wheel, and make a lot of gold for doing it. That's all I know, man. I don't know this shit. Let's see. Anything that I missed? What fight did I enjoy? What fight do you enjoy about Tomb Circus the most? We stopped after down in Maiden, just like us. Well, no, you killed Maiden. What's the most fun? Let me take a look at the thing. I have a very bad memory. Goroth. Well, remember I did everything in normal, so my perspective is a bit thrown off. Goroth, kind of boring. Demonic Inquisition. That one threw me off. I don't feel like I learned the fight really, because I think a bunch of these fights, like I died. I died towards the end because I was just not paying attention, and that I didn't really know what I was doing. Yeah, Demonic Inquisition. That kind of throws me off because of the kind of coordination that needs to be done. I mean, I do think it's pretty fun because there's this weird. Like I said, there's this weird sort of coordination that has to be done in part of like the tank, heal, and DPS that needs to go into that needs to press their extra action button and go into that other dimension, that other world, or whatever it is. So going in there, it's nice that it's like really organic and kind of random. You know, it's not something that you can easily just like put on a timer and be like, all right, 10 seconds until I go in. And no, things might be a little bit chaotic. So I do kind of like the randomness of that. And once we get that whole dance and routine down, I think I'll find that to be pretty fulfilling. Argitan, orange, whatever. I don't know. This one was all right. I think it's because normal there just weren't a whole lot of mechanics to it, but it was okay. It was okay. There wasn't a whole lot going on. Sisters of the Moon. I know that we just kind of not broke the fight, but we ignored a lot of the mechanics. We didn't really care about a lot of stuff. So I can't really like judge that one. Mistress. Which one was Mistress again? Burn of Pain, Concealing Mark. I don't remember this fight. That's not good. Oh, okay, I remember this fight now. This one also like was not very memorable. There just wasn't a whole lot going on aside from avoid the giant whale. It's like I had to like put effort to adjusting the camera. I was like, "Where's the whale? Where's the whale?" And it was like pretty quick. I mean, it's a big mechanic to avoid, but not too much. I'd say Desolate Host. I found that to be fun. I found it to be different, even though I didn't quite understand everything that was going on. I know there's like a whole thing about like was it Tormented Cries? No, not Tormented Cries, not Bone Shards. there was, there's a certain thing about the fight that I just didn't quite understand, and I think it was, nah, but I don't know what it is. It's this thing where like I had to stand in a certain place for a mechanic because it did something with like bone armor or a bone structure or a bone cage. Um, but I didn't quite get it, and I also found it weird that like once for the desolate host encounter, once you had the bosses down to like a certain level, that's when that Marigar like guy pops up. But then the primary ad, the one that I was tanking, like she was still up. So I'm like, okay, should we have? I'm thinking that in retrospect, we should have burned her down first because it's a lot of extra damage that we're taking. Um, or at least it felt like it was a lot of extra damage that we were taking. Unless we do like a full on tank swap, um, and I don't know. I mean, she happened to die anyway. I don't think I think we can like just straight up burn the boss, but then that other chick is like doing all these abilities and stuff, and I don't think it'd be a good idea for her to stay up. Did someone yell Moby Dick during Mrs. When? No, no one yelled Moby Dick for that one. But Demonic Inquisition have tank swap at 50% to clear stacks. 50%? What? Man, that's early. We did it at 100. We're like, oh, we're getting fucked now. So that's probably what what was getting me killed, because like I don't know if it like suddenly spikes up, the damage debuff, or the whatever debuff it is. I don't know if it spikes up with a different multiplier as soon as it gets to 100. But when I was at 100, I was like, damn, I'm getting fucked. Like I was straight up getting killed from that. Um, but oh well. And he is still putting the kid. It takes 8 minutes to put his kid to bed. Sheesh. All right, so I don't need resources for nothing. I mean, if I were to just blow all my shit now, that would give me 20 blood. That it's not. 20 blood doesn't mean shit to me. 20 blood I can get like pretty quick. I think I'm gonna just hold off on selling order resources and stuff. I'm gonna hold off and see if like anything cool, if anything else happens. If there's like a new vendor in 7.3 or something, where I can use my order resources for like whatever the fuck thing, because there's no limit. It's not like there's a maximum number of resources that I can have. What am I doing? I'm just gonna do this for the damn Legion Fall resources, you dumbass. Sheesh. Alright, I'll go back and do that. Invasion in Stormheim. Okay. Well, still waiting for Mondo to get back. So I'll do this shit in the meantime. But like, I don't need to do invasions and shit. It's like, well, I guess I'll do it for, the artifact power so I can max out the holy weapon. And nothing else. That, and I think it's an emissary too. Yeah, it's an emissary. Oh, my wife's gonna be really mad. I'm waiting to see if she messages me in case she's, unless she's like busy doing other stuff at work. Rave says, "Hey man, I just want to say I love your videos. That you approach your discussions with an open mind. Keep it up." Thank you very much, dude. That is that shit just like tickles the dick a little bit. No, that getting encouraged. I'll tell you this, folks. Like for like small channels, really small channels like mine, that are relatively obscure. I really appreciate it for everyone who to everyone who comes in to watch, to be part of the conversation, or to just hang out. Every compliment is food, because remember, because at the moment I still don't have a job. This is like what I do right now. So every little bit helps, whether it's $1, whether it is whether it's kind words of encouragement or anything like that. So what glyph is my biggest seller? If I only use one computer to post and pick up auctions and stuff, I would have a mathematical assessment. I would have a real answer for you, but I don't. But I am going to from memory. It was what's it called? Glyph of Stars. Glyph of Stars is still a really big seller for non-Legion glyphs. I would say the biggest seller of Legion-based glyphs would be, so anyone who wants to make gold and happens to make those two kinds of glyphs, you'll probably make decent money. But of course, it depends. It's going to depend on your realm. Your realm might suck. Like my project character where I rolled a hunter. Like if you guys have seen my casual gold series, that realm sucks ass. It's a I have made mistakes. I chose poorly. That's for sure, man. Because like glyph prices there are like so awful, and the server is so heavily populated that there's like no hope of trying to establish any relationships and try to otherwise try to regulate and control prices. There's just so many people posting that glyphs are going for like 10 gold each for like non-Legion glyphs. It's a terrible place. I don't know how people can live in that sort of environment. Come on, kill this shit for me. I know you want to. Yeah. Scrap a different glyph for each boss. Can you rephrase that question, please? Not quite sure what you're talking about. Druids are so broke now. I don't know if they're broke. I don't know if they're broke, cause our druid is Shad is rolling his druid for Tomb, and he was doing pretty well. He was taking a deep. I think he was taking a damage over time stack where he was supposed to be taking, I think, like 10 million damage every 2 seconds, and he was doing just fine. I know that I wouldn't be able to do that. Son of a bitch. I know I wouldn't be able to do that. Ilya says, appreciate the content. Lucky chill take on stuff. I don't want the hype. Hey, thanks a lot, dude. Thanks a lot. If anything, like you guys will probably have noticed, if I hype anything up, it's obviously sarcastic or satirical. Oh my god, this is amazing! Ah! You know, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. And I don't think I even have the. I don't think I have the balls to like not sell out. I don't have the balls to like be so outlandish or, you know. I'm a very muted personality, guys. I'm just like, whatever, man. But I try to be chill. But thank you, dude. What do I think of the Mantis Room? Wait, they changed that? I'm not on top of Mantis runes because I don't believe in them as a very useful tool. But let me look. That and like during the short time I sold them early in this expansion, they didn't sell very well, so I didn't try. But maybe that was a bad idea. So let me look. Inscription. I can't view. Son of a bitch! Get me out of combat. All right, so let's see. What is this thing we're talking about? Scenarios, Quran, hell yeah. There you go. Oh, okay. So what do I think about there just being one? Basically, I think it's fine. I don't think it's a big deal. Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal at all because, well, at least it's only one thing. I mean, I think it'll be better because at least it is just one. At least it's just one kind of item that we make, because having to spread around your resources like that, that's kind of weird. The implementation on how you do it, though, according to this, you have to be at the boss that you're going to fight, and then you use it, and you can risk like fucking that up. That's a little bit weird, but overall, I think it's fine. Having less with regards to Vantage runes, having less of them is much better, because you're still only going to use one a week. From a seller standpoint, this makes things easier. From a buyer standpoint, it's not as good because that means because this one Vantis rune is going to always be good for somebody. So it's always gonna have a certain value to it. But on the other hand, again, from a buyer standpoint, if you're stuck on a certain boss and it happens to be an unpopular boss that no one really cares about, and and the runes are cheap, cool, sweet. So yeah, that's about that. That's my thought on it. Harold asked, "Good day, so how your radio? What's up, Harold? It went good. We got to Maiden White a couple times and then called it a night because it was getting pretty late in the evening. It was anywhere else. Hey, cool, man. That's cool because I don't watch a lot of other YouTube videos, or I don't see a lot of other channels. I admit. So for all I know, I was like, damn. I hope I'm not saying like the same shit that everyone else is saying. But I do try to make my my opinions personal, and I don't care if I'm wrong. I try to be reasonable about my opinions and things where I try to talk discussion and stuff like that. But I know that for me, like, I don't try to push my opinions as gospel or whatever. You're free. I want people to disagree because that way, I can get people to talk about it more, because that's more to me, that's more engaging from being on top of my soapbox. This is SoulSoBreezy's soapbox, and this is the shit that I preach, and I don't want people to just listen. I'd like to see what other people think too. I don't want to be in like I don't want to yeah. I don't want to do that. I want to be heard, but I also want people to talk back too. We'll talk about I got that after a while. It took me a bit because, like I said, I did not pay attention to how Vantis runes worked for Tune. But yeah, overall, I do like this better. Manda, you talk to me in freaking stream but not chat? Jesus, dude. Who do you think I am? Alright, let's do this shit really quick. I'm going to Forsaken Foothold. And if you ain't there, I'm gonna get started. Oh wait, hold up. I ain't gonna go to there. I'm gonna take the Mage Portal. Hey! World of Warcraft is gold. Yes, it is. Let's see. Portal to Stomheim. Okay. To this dump. Fuck, there's a portal. Mage Tower, dude. Oh, you're taking a flight point already. Where are you going? Let me know where you're going, and then I'll meet you there. Otherwise, I'm at Valdestal, and I'm just gonna go for like some of these like quick ones and shit. What time zone do we raid? The time zone that we raid happens to be Eastern Standard Time. Although I live on the West Coast. What do you think the odds are that Blizzard announces a new expansion at BlizzCon? I'm gonna rephrase that question. What are the odds that Blizzard is going to announce a new expansion this year? I think it's bad. I don't think they need to, because we're not nearly done with Legion quite yet. I mean, by the time November rolls around, let's see, it's June 21st right now. 6, 7, 8. By the time BlizzCon rolls around, we'll probably be at 7.3. Maybe 7.35 or something like that. We'll be at a certain point of the expansion where we're coming to the capstone. We're coming to the end. I think it's likely. I think it's likely that we'll hear something about it this year. I'm not gonna say it's by BlizzCon or Gamescom or whatever, but it would not surprise me if we heard about a new expansion this year. Yeah, I guess it's just really, it's really going to depend on, they did say that 7-3 was going to be the capstone of the Legion experience, but it doesn't. It's not quite indicative of, is there going to be like a follow up? Because that's kind of a thing I have against expansions as that's kind of a thing that I have against expansions as a whole. Like, does it have to like stick to this certain theme, or can't it just kind of drag out? Because that's kind of how it was with Miss Pandaria, where it started out as, hey, we're going to whimsical Panda Land and we're gonna like do some shit. So you do some shit for a while, but then there was like this overarching plot that was involving Garage and some of the political stuff that was happening there, and then eventually that kind of rose to the surface. And then it became effectively the end of the expansion. Panda's on the box, but Garrosh was, but it turns out we were fighting orcs towards the end of that expansion. So I don't know if I don't know. Like, to me, an expansion doesn't have to just be about like whatever's on the box. Like, Legion doesn't have to be just about Legion. I think there could be like, certain kinds of follow up that happen after that. Lots of in between things that happen on top of the Legion storyline. But it is what it is. That's just what Blizzard decided to do when it came to their brand of storytelling. They want to, they want to contain. They want to make it easy to understand. Hey, this is Legion expansion. This is what it's all about. Miss Pandaria was a little bit inconsistent because like we started, because we discovered pandas, and we discovered a new land, and there's all sorts of new lore that's surrounded it, and then now we got to go to Thunder Island because the trolls did some shit, and then in the meantime, Garrosh is doing some stupid stuff, and now we have to stop Garrosh. So I personally, I like that from a more natural flowing of events. But as for just like straight up telling a story, like, I guess I'm happy with the way things are right now. So anyway, to answer that question, yeah, probably, probably there'll be an expansion announcement, because the timeline and the narrative just kind of says that that's what it kind of says that's what's gonna happen. I'm going west, by the way, Mondo. Just click some shit, and I'm gonna click some shit too, I guess. Do you use Discord, and if you do you have a channel for subs to posts? Not at the moment. That's something that I was thinking about doing for like patrons and all that stuff. But since I only have one patron, that's not a lot. That doesn't make for a very populous thing. But yeah, at the moment I don't have a Discord for like for just like subscribers, or for people to reach out to me, because to be honest, like, there's so many different ways to reach out in social media. Like, you can tweet at me, you can message me on Facebook, you can send me private messages on the over YouTube, and I know that it's a good idea to have as many different avenues of communication as possible, so you can reach out to your audience and meaningfully, like, just reach out and all that. But man, that's a lot of shit. I admit it's a lot of shit to maintain, and I know that I don't do the best job of maintaining all of it. And how come everything's attacking me? What the fuck? What did I do to you guys, man? Stupid eyeball motherfuckers. We're done. We're done. We're hella done. Alright, the fuck out of here. Jesus, man. I just thought, Mondo, damn, you want to do the follow-ups too, don't you? Son of a bitch. Let's see. Yeah, it drops 900 gear, and I think most of my guild is over 900 or so item level. What's mine? I'm at 909. Yeah, most of the guild is around that level. Some folks, some folks not so much. Like they're getting there. Like Mondo over there, he's like re-gearing. So I think the last I recall, he said like 885 or so. All right, Mondo, you said it. You said not really, no takebacks. Whew, that's fortunate. Well, I'll do this for the 885. Okay. I mean, I'm doing this for the damn. Where's the easy one? Easy one. Easy one. I guess this one. Yeah, I'm just doing this for the emissary stuff. That is it. Fuck everything else. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much how it was, Pasta. Like for us, it's like, hey, here's the first boss. All right, cool. Welcome to the raid, guys. And then we killed it. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that wasn't very engaging at all. But it's the first boss. That's expected, right? I have no complaints about that. See, Madsen, this is why I like being a tank for World Quest. It's not even so much that, well, it's just that I can be lazy about it. It's not that I am unkillable. It's just that I can be absolutely unattentive, and still be unkillable. Alright, what do we gotta do? Not enough demons. Demons, demons, demons. Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. Law can do that too. I don't care, man. I don't care. But you know what? I am a tank though. It's just that Locks can, you know, do it in a potentially more fun way. And screw you. Someday my lock will be geared. That's gonna be a long ass way from now though, man. Like I got him to well that's like all of my ults. I get them to a certain point, and then my give a shit meter just dips. I'm gonna whistle, dude. If I can. Motherfucker. Come on. Am I far enough? Nope. Oh, you can whistle? Screw you, dude. I'm mad at this bitch. I mean, at least that works. Alright? Anyway. But yeah, going back to Tomb, I think overall it's fun. I'm really excited to take out the last couple bosses and get the experience. So that way I too can get to see well, okay, I won't spoil. So that way I get to see the thing that happens after Kill Jaden's dead. So yeah. It'll make for some awesome screenshots and wallpapers and stuff. See you later, Trev. I give a shit meter dip when my ult's got to 890. 890, damn. Someone's got crazy aspirations. Yeah, I get nowhere near that. I think my first ult was my hunter, followed by the mage. And I think maybe they're at 890, but they're like professional farmers and stuff. Superman, I didn't say he dies. You're just gonna have to find out, man. Let's just assume he dies. It's a safe assumption, okay? Oh, that's okay. A lot of obliterum. I haven't done shit with that level of crafting. Just wasn't it just didn't turn out to be exciting for me at all. The whole crafting side of things. Ah, dang it! I used the wrong motherfucker. Dang it! Come on. How close am I now? I am at 453. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Yay! Okay, cool. Let's go home. Let's go home, guys. All right. Hour and a half. A lot of crash course Photoshop shit that I need to do. Run a couple errands in the outside 3D world. I'm like talking out loud about what my routine is. Get used to it. And do that. Come back. Consume food. Acquire nutrition, and then get back to work. Hopefully later tonight I'll try to get a 10 or a 15. Well, a 15. I'll try to get a 10 or a 15 done. But ideally, I want to get that damn video that I want to do out today. Shit, that's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna do it for you guys. Outside 3D, was that a new game? No, sir. It's an old game. It's an old game with amazing bioorganic technology. Man, it's not fun, dude. It's a roguelike. Roguelike, permadeath, all that shit. Anything I want to do? Nope. Nothing I want to do. Oh yeah. My mighty paladin with his shovel and chef's hat and a fucking apron. But I walk so fast. Outside, once the gold rush from building dies, I can stockpile it again. Yeah, fair enough, dude. I mean, it is an easy way to gear and all that. Make your own shit. But yeah, like none of my alts have their crafting profession like up there to like that point where I can like make stuff. Closest thing is this tune, but I don't give a fuck about this guy or about blacksmithing stuff. It's just not the thing, man. Woo! I'm free, baby. I'm free. I'm done with getting this shit. Now it all goes back into Truth Guard. And my shit's not that behind. It's at 55. Cool, whatever. But man, it's gonna be a long way. 1.4 billion artifact powers. It's kind of a lot of artifact power, man. Alright. So, let me get what I needed to get. My horse. Oh, no, not that one. Not that one. Oh, I need to actually be in my holy spec to, like, get it, I think. And reopen the vendor? Okay, yeah. Already known. Yeah. The last horse. It is mine now. And horse. Charger. Where is it? Oop, spelled that wrong. Valor's Charger. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's now my favorite. Alright, so let's try this horse out. Johan says rip and then unrip. Cool. Let's see how is Obliterum on my realm. I mean, I think I could do something with like all the damn Gesserline seeds that I have. See if I can flip that into Obliterum, make it into something useful. But I'd need to calculate that versus like how much roseate pigment that I would get. Let's take a look. Well, let me take a look at how the herb and the inscription material market is doing. Alright, roseate's taking a dump. Sallow's up by quite a bit. The Cerulean seeds are way up. Probably because of the whole Obliterum thing. Let's see, how many do I... I don't think I have a count. Yeah. It's on the other my inventory and all that stuff, that's on my other account, so I can't see that shit. Dreamleaf seed, whatever. Dreamleaf is at 15, which is a little bit high. It's not something that I would buy for sure. And Feltworth's pretty high too at 372. Yeah, so it's a little bit high. And Engineer 2, I know a great way. Well, remember, Pasta, I'm not wanting for money. So it's like, if I have to put like any modicum of effort into making gold, it better be like good as fuck. Because if I have to shuffle like more than 1 or 2 levels, I'm like, fuck that, this is way too much work. I'm a big bitch when it comes to that. I'm like, oh, I gotta go out and do stuff? You crazy, man. It's enough of a chore to turn in like these, you know, these engineering work orders. Oh, what a big pain. Make skull blasters. I don't recall the materials for skull blasters. And I'm in the wrong spec. All my buttons are fucked. But yeah, let's take a glance at this. School blasters. I'll go default. What would I use? Probably the cloth thing. I kind of have a lot of cloth. Do I have a lot of storm scale? Does Guildbank have a lot of storm scale? It's okay. I think I have enough cloth that I'd be able to do something like this, because I have a decent amount of brimstone in the bank. I just haven't been picking shit up. Yeah, so I can make a couple. But let me look at how much Obliterum is over on this market. Obliterum is. I don't need your help, Pasta, to tell me like, if this is good. 2 grand for Obliterum. What do you think of that? At least relative to like whatever, you know, whatever you're doing. Leather and mail ones. But I have no skinners, man. Turn leather and film from some payout. 15, and then you say that you made 5.2 per. Let's see, but I'm only seeing Obliterum buyouts for two grand. So is this down relative to what you're selling it for? That doesn't seem like a lot of profit. At least not something that's worth my time, because I gotta go out and get shit. Or even worse, I gotta buy materials. I mean, maybe I'll do it just. Maybe I'll do it just for the sake of getting rid of some of the materials that I have. For the sake of, okay, let's just clear out some inventory and make some money out of it before it becomes like a bit too worthless. And then you know, then maybe I'll be able to come up a little bit on that. But otherwise, yeah. Yeah, Pasta, like what we were talking about the other day, like this market wises up. Like, they're, you know, prices are good, but they don't stay good like forever. Like, people will get better about shit. Not this bank. Going to Guild Bank. But yeah, I guess the big thing is like I'm just not. It's like, cool, I'm making this extra gold for I don't know what. I don't know what I'm making. What am I making it for? Let me throw this shit in. Ugh. What the heck? Oh, you know, I have a lot of bacon. That's different. I'm used to not having a lot of bacon. I guess it's been a while since I've made feastuses. But we have plenty of feast right now. Pow's in a good spot. The seed is strong. I don't know why I said that, but what's up, Rise and Shadow? Let's see. Other realm has for 3,100, so it's just like, you know, yeah, that is a lot better. I mean, Bleeding Hollow is populous enough that that, you know, there are enough market shifts based on sellers and stuff. I mean, Storm Rage is like I was saying earlier in the show. That's where my other Soul Machine tune is for the Casual Gold series. Like, and that marketplace is a fucking disaster. It's a terrible place. I hate it. That's why you haven't seen any Casual Gold videos from him, because it's like, fuck it. At this point, all I'm doing with that tune is just trying to level up and try to get as many cheap materials that I can. And then once I run out of stuff, then I'm just gonna do a character transfer and I'll just try to be smarter about which realm I choose to go to, and then I'll sell a whole bunch of glyphs, make a whole shitload of gold, and talk about my adventures there. As for me, not much. I'm actually gonna need to close out the show in just a little bit. Typical for you to show up late. Sheesh. Just kidding, dude. Any last minute stuff that I want to take care of? Let's say I got 7 out of 50 writing essences. Ooh. Oh, why is it marked there? Oh, so can I actually go to Nighthold to like get shit? Because it's like marked as like a place to go. I didn't think about that. What about other places? Do the other raids? I don't think the other raids give shit. Huh. Uh-huh. Let's see. Oh. And it's the summer. It's midsummer. Kind of forgot about that too. So much stuff going on. Too bad there's no content. Isn't that what people like saying? Ugh. Illidan's not ready. I'll do him later. Fuck it. Made 550 grand. Not bad, dude. Not bad. It's always in the show as soon as people show up. What a guy. I know. He's such a great guy, dude. But for that, I'll wait till I'm 100 plus. Yeah, that's not gonna happen though. I'm way too lazy. I got too much other stuff going on to really be on top of things as much as I really like to. Oh wait, I wanted to take a look at the last horse, the Valorous horse, all purple-ish. That's not reddish. That's more purple. So which one? I don't know. I can't decide which one I would like more. That one's more purple. This one's slightly purple. Let's get on it. Do 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 do. Anyway, made out with 400k. All my auctions sold out, and I was stuck in raid. Oh no, stuck in raid, and all those auctions just sitting in your mailbox, rotting away. Oh, you gotta restart. See, that's the thing. That's the thing that I avoid, man. I can't taking the time to like either buy or bargain or farm for that stuff. It's not something that I have the time to do. So I'll happily stay down there and make the couple $100 grand a month that I make until like there's like something awesome that I really want. I'm like, oh shit, off to the black market auction house I go. Mondo asks, what time do I want to do the Mythic Plus? It's not going to be until at least tonight, because I know that there's a lot of work that I need to do on today's video. So I'll hope for it, and I'll be on like I'll be on at 10 server, Mondo. Assuming that I'm done. Otherwise, just like buzz me on like Discord or something, and then we'll see if I'm able to show up. More or less, can't repost more. Don't give a damn about my mailbox being full. Yeah, dude, you don't understand, man. Back in the day, when, well, not even back in the day, back in Warlords days, dude, I would have like 2,500 mail in my mailbox like every other day. So don't talk to me about the mailbox being full. You don't know. You don't know what it's like to have a full mailbox, man. I'm there for like half an hour, like just fucking getting mail out of the damn box. And there were so many glyphs that I couldn't even like fit everything, so I had to go back to the bank or the guild bank and deposit all that stuff back in, then go back to the mailbox and get everything again. It was a big pain in the ass. So Rising Shadow claims that Tomes of Tranquil Mind are going for a good price. Yesterday they were not. Let's see how they're going today. Today they're going for 216 gold. Kinda shitty. That ain't so great, dude. We get your souls talking back in your day. What are you trying to say, man? I'm just kidding, dude. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up for today. I'm at an hour and 40. Like I said, I got some stuff to do, and I need to head out of the house very, very, very shortly. Well, I'm glad that they're selling well for you, Rising Shadow, and I'm glad that that you folks were able to join in on today's conversation and being a part of my I'm grateful that I was part of your day today. A lot of stuff to work on. Excited to get it out. Hopefully I'll get it out. I'll be working really hard on that. So you guys have a good one. You guys have a good rest of the day. Keep an eye out for whatever the heck I'm going to produce over the next couple days. And otherwise, well, you guys have a good one and stay breezy.